Hello from Fort Wayne once again, everyone. Today is July the 22nd, 2018. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I am out in front of the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo. Now, don't think just because it has the word children up there that you have to have a child with you in order to go in. That word is just there in testament to just how much Fort Wayne caters to young families. So even as a single guy, I am fully allowed and encouraged to go in, spend some money, and have a good time. Also, Bobby and Jenny that I worked with over the week, the beginning of the week they brought their family out here, and so they gave me a Slurpee mug. So if you guys are watching, thank you so much for the Slurpee mug. Save me a few bucks and I'll be able to refill this a few times. Satiate my sweet tooth a little bit. Here we go with the prairie dogs. These guys are rich fodder for memes, apparently. Do something funny. Do something funny I can add a sound effect to and share 1,000,000 times. Just came in through the front gate, and I'm now in front of the entrance of the Indonesian rainforest. And so I think the first thing I want to see is the red pandas. They are a highlight. If you don't know, those were the cute dancing characters on the movie Sing, as well as that meme where one of them screams after a zookeeper steps down in front of him. Ringtail lemurs. You can't see these guys without thinking of Sacha Baron Cohen's voice. As King Darien, I believe his name is. Boy, these guys really do like to move it, move it. And there they are, the red panda. Oh, so adorable. Don't worry, I won't put some galoshes on and step down in front of you suddenly.
Hey little fellas, breakfast time!
Aww. Just so lethargic and slow moving. Just now learning that the red panda is not from Japan. They are from the Himalayas, which would put them in China. Japan is right there. Inside this Indonesian hut, we've got a gong here, allowed to punch. Inside this little mock-up of a research center now, kind of cool, but right here there is a actual microscope that you can focus and take a really close look at some of the bugs. So I'm going to see if the camera will focus in on the lens so you guys can see this too. Yeah, these guys start looking pretty disgusting really close up, don't they? There's my finger against the glass to show just how big these things are. They look like a leaf, a giant leaf. Would not want to look down and see one of these crawling in my arm, though. I'm not afraid of bugs, but that would freak me out. The reticulated python. I'm not partial tongue, so I can't speak to it or make the glass disappear. Oh, look, rain boots, galoshes. The red panda's biggest fear.
Hey little fellas, breakfast time!
Sorry, I won't play that one again. At the orangutan enclosure now, they've got pictures of all the orangutans in here and their names. And also, a few things that you can actually touch. Here's my hand on an imprint of a full-grown orangutan. My size 12's on top of a full-grown orangutan footprint. There's one of them there. He likes that orange scarf. Just to swing it around. We got this full-grown orangutan over here, just giving us that peaceful look to remind us Never shoot anyone if it's not necessary. Got kind of a botanical gardens, rainforest section going on now. Look at that, letting me get really close. Well, hello there. You're not going to let me touch you though, are you? No. No, I wouldn't expect you to. You are cute though. I've reached my first Slurpee stop of the day. Which one am I going to choose? I am partial to the cherry, but today is a day where we do taste a little differently. So I think I'm going to try the strawberry lemonade, or as we used to call it in Scouts, bug juice in Slurpee form. That's some good bugs. The Javan Gibbon. What kind of tiny little island are you from? Rang. Doesn't seem to matter how many aquariums and zoos I go through on my travels. I'm always mesmerized by the sea lions. Inferior crocodile alligator. I have a Chevrolet movie theater.
Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
Doing okay? Little white face to me? Making eye contact with me and creeping me out? Yeah, get that. She is coming right up to me. You gonna let me touch you? Still not gonna let me do that, but getting pretty close. Right here on top of the station, where people are buying tickets for the railroad, got another female peacock just kind of hanging out. First time I saw this, I thought they'd gotten out of their enclosure, but they really do. Just let them roam around. They seem to get along okay with the guest, and they can eat just about anything. So there you go. There's a white peacock here. I'm guessing albino, but it could just be some kind of recessive gene, like the Bengal tiger. I don't know, but this one really does need to grow back some of those tail feathers. Now in the Australian exhibit, but I got hungry, had to stop for a little cheeseburger break and another refill on the Slurpee. This time I went with the cherry.
Cheeseburger.
This zoo makes a good cheeseburger. I'm about to get on the log ride, or as they call it here, the Crocodile Creek Adventure Ride.
Welcome to Crocodile Creek Conservation Area. Here's our research camp where scientists study Australia's saltwater crocodiles. Let's follow along and see what they find.
Not a very comfortable camp.
On your left, that looks like an old crocodile nest from last season. Wouldn't it be exciting to find one of the youngsters on our trip? Look, on your left, that looks like an old crocodile nest from last season. Wouldn't it be exciting to find one of the youngsters on our trip?
Looks like the rainstorm washed a lot of the shells away.
What luck! These baby crocs are just hatching. That means their mum might be nearby guarding the nest. A bit of advice, mates. If you see the mum, just act natural.
Oh, okay, there's the mom. It's a genuine copper statue.
Crikey! There's Big Daddy, the biggest saltwater croc in the whole conservation area.
Big Daddy.
Thanks for exploring with us today, mates. Stay seated until your canoe is raised on the lift.
Yes,
on your
Big
covers.
Daddy. Well, I will say this for it. It was a very relaxing 7.5 minutes. Going into the kangaroo yard now. Ice the gate, mate. The only thing separating us from these kangaroos is this one rope.
They act like whenever they lay down, they act like it's so hard. Like, literally, that's all you do all day. Like, no.
Hello there. They're not gonna kick me when I get tail or front legs. Oh, it's more front legs. Okay, I thought it was the tail. Well, this guy knows how to take care of them feathers, right? Checklist is almost complete. We've already done Australia, the rainforest. Now the only thing left is the African journey, which begins right here. I'm going to start off the African journey by going on this chairlift ride. It's really not any different than the same chairlifts that bring you to the top of a snow skiing slope. But you're supposed to be able to see a lot of the African exhibit.
1 and 2 and 3.
Okay, it doesn't look like we're going over the African exhibit as much as we're just kind of in the air beside it. We've got a few zebras over here by the lake and some wildebeest. Probably going to have a better look at them when we get to this observation deck over here. Really. Finally reached the end here where we're turning around. The sound this pulley system is making is downright terrifying. Sounds like a sound effect in a science fiction horror movie. Oh yeah.
Awesome. Alright, I'm going to have you please sit back here. Please watch your head and your hands. And then can you follow that yellow line out from to the left?
I got you.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you. Swamp monkey.
Oh, you're not supposed to be on that side.
Oh, it's got a little baby over there. How cute is that? And just like that, here we are at the observation deck, closer to the zebras and the wildebeest. And here is the enclosure for the white stork. I'm not sure exactly how they keep it from just flying away. But this bird was made famous for being used to skirt the question of where do babies come from.
I've decided I want a baby brother. Where to get one? Why are you laughing and not answering me?
Now we are next to the hyena enclosure. Got one of them sleeping right there next to the glass. And lions are supposed to be in here. And here he is, way up there. Once again, the African serval makes an appearance on the vlog. This time, much closer. They breed these with regular house cats to make the Savannah, which is basically a tabby house cat that is much bigger and harder to control. But some people love them. And now we reach the honey badger. This time the honey badger is right up at the the side of the glass where we can get a good close-up of them. Looking at them up close, they're hideous. Imagine they probably smell bad too if I could smell them. But they don't care.
Honey badger don't care.
We got the banded mongoose. Lightning fast cobra killers. Little protectors. Like Ricky Ticky. From this observation window, you can see the lion much closer. Now we come to the third and final time that I refill my slushy mug. This time I'm going with orange dream. Alright, we got the leopard. You need space. Gotta have space.
I need a space.
How are you doing there, big guy? A little sleepy out here in the daylight, aren't you? Yeah, I know it.
Here, hold this.
Ow! Ow! That feels a little weird.
She just wasn't kidding.
Yes. You can't eat my finger.
There we go.
That was today's highlight right there. That was the best part. Today, I was bitten by an ostrich. Well, that's going to be it for this one, guys. If you guys like this one, please don't forget to smash that like button. Leave comments, leave questions, leave suggestions, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell icon. Share this vlog around with all your other social media platforms. Love you guys, and we'll see you again in the next vlog.